Wait, I haven't been at the hospital yet. I could go to the hospital one time. Can I actually go to the hospital? Okay, let's quickly check. Cable. Okay. I will try to go to the hospital. Let's see if this is possible. Ah, I can. Okay. Do 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 do. Okay. Okay. We can go in. Okay. Hospital visitors. Mathew Brooks visited Trisha Roberts. Ah, okay. Brooks again. Trisha Roberts. So, Brooks always visited Trisha. Garrett Lehnan. Hillary Lehnan. Huh? Laru Chan visited Fried U. Fried Y. Jake Fry, Wendell Fry, Jan Miller, Joseph Miller, Laura Courier did not visit anyone. James Marlon, Madison, Jane Madison, Everett M. Ollinger, Peter Burnett, Sharon Burdett, Sharon Burdett. Okay, we check this later again. If Father Matthew forgets his key, place it under the flower pot next to the church. Yeah, okay, we found this. This is now the second hint about this. Okay. Space occupancy. Wanda T. 2 beds. Teresa M. Jane M. Trisha. Sharon. Harold. Okay. But that, what? 6 beds? What the fuck? So they had all single rooms. And this was a double room. This was also a double room. 6 beds. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. Oh. 1964. Ex nihilo nihil fit. Okay. 102. 101. Ah, give me the key. Medical record room. Wanda Tyler. Kathrine Liza Maureen. Let's quickly test all the doors. So, and what was it? Medical. Medical whatever room. Medical records. Or was it storage? I think it was this one. Medical records. Okay.
Hello again, Miss Roberts. How are you doing? What should we talk about today? The nurses have notified me that you haven't been eating your meals. Is there something wrong with the food? We know that currently this is a rough time for you. Your father has been asking for you. He wants to know if he can talk to you.
Okay, if this was the doctor, he sounded pretty sus. Oh, shit. Raymond Brown. Heart disease with prisoner, okay. Wanda Tyler. Other cancer. Okay. Wanda Taylor. Ty Thornton. Wanda. API. Bonnie Ramsey. Andrew Reed. Apo Basolam. Or something like this. Marlon Fox. Kyle Thornton. Marlon Fox. Rebecca Hunter. Blackout or loss of consciousness of awareness. Andrew Reed. The question is, what am I doing now with all those, with all this information? Okay. This kitchen looks pretty new. Just saying. Doesn't look like it's an kitchen which was used very often or was cleaned very good. Okay. Quickly check here before we go upstairs. Are you kidding me? And now I can't go here, right? Oh man. All the way back. Okay, let's check for this side and then for the second floor. Okay, let's go upstairs. Was it here? Yep. 3, 4, 6. Oh, there's another stage. Okay. Okay, 206 was from Harold M. Okay. Looks like someone was here and searching for something too. Dear Nicole, I was so glad when I got your letter. I'm sorry too. And thank you for letting me choose where we bury our time capsule. I have a few ideas in my mind and I want you to pick one for me. The playground, behind hunting cabin, cemetery behind the hunting cabin, the playground, cemetery, playground, hunting cabin is probably here. And 4, I don't know. Is this maybe the one thing we found? Dear Hannah, I heard from my mom that you were not feeling well and have to be in the hospital from now on. So I wrote this letter to say I'm really sorry for what I said to you last time. Just wanted your time capsule to be perfect. When you get better, you can put anything you want in your time capsule and you can decide where you should bury it. I promise. I really hope you get well soon. I miss you. Please write back to me. Yes, you can pass your letter to my mom. She works in the hospital as a nurse. Okay. Nicole. Hmm. So one of the nurses. So one of the nurses probably has the letter then. Behind the Huntington Cemetery. I mean, we found something here on the water area. It was somewhere here. But I don't know the code. The last few months gave me time to reflect for quite some time. When one comes to understanding that, when one comes to understanding that soon my body will be no more, and I will return to the earth, the question arises of the purpose of fragile beings have in this life. How my soul yearns for those joyful moments with loved ones when I was ignorant of such imprehensible matters. And now I sit here just waiting for death, knowing that I will never have a second chance. If only I could express what I feel to my wife, kids, people I once called friends. Maybe I can feel comfort. My body might be old to travel, but at least I can send something to them. A nurse has helped me prepare a package to send. I see to it personally that it gets dropped off once my body is better. The last effort of a sick old man, Harold S. Mason. Ah, this is Harold Mason. I thought it was the other room was his room. I thought 205. Maybe he had two rooms. Because I have Harold Mason written in 206, but maybe I'm wrong. For Sharon B. Why are all the rooms locked now? Okay. So, I don't know. I cannot go to Trisha. Ah, wait. I need to go to room 203. This was 202. So, where's the room 203 then? Ah, here. Unlock. Wait. Wanda T was 102, right? Okay, I need to go downstairs again. To room 1. Ah, wait. We have hospital map. 102. It's on this side. Okay. Ah, okay. Diary, November 15, 1995. Derrick visits me every day. Sometimes he snuggles the snacks that I like, knowing that I would never get them from the nurses. Other times he brings me flowers. They smell wonderful. He knows that I love sense of sensibility and reads me a chapter or two every time he's here. If he doesn't have to drive Charles for a few days, he stays past visiting hours and sleeps on the armchair, tending tending to my needs during the night and gives the nurses a break. He's such a good kid. December 2, 1995. My hair is falling off more now. I really don't like the chemotherapy sessions. They make me throw up afterwards. Every time Derrick visits me, it pains me to see him holding back his tears. I want to comfort him, saying that I'm getting better, but my appearance betrays me. December 16, 1995. Sometimes I wonder if my life had any meaning at all. Having mostly worked my whole life for the Robert family, what will people say at my funeral? Will Derrick think of me as the mother who was always there for him? I could have done too much, so much more, if only there was more time. Okay. Okay, let's quickly check something. There's a third floor, right? Okay, we check the other one too. Wait, where was the way out? Oh, okay. So here actually someone died. Okay. Let's quickly check again. No clue. At least I could not check Trisha Roberts' room. So, however. So this was Stephen M's car. Wait, huh? Pickup? Oh, I didn't see the photo. Okay. The secret lies with her, but who is this? A diary. Ah, I also did not. Okay. The investigation mode is slow. I've tried to reach people, but many of them have left Painscreek, and those who still remain are starting to move out. I found some evidence showing that things aren't what they seem. The media didn't have it right. I need to interview some people who worked at the mansion. Too I've been too very and haven't reached out yet. Mathew seems to be Scott's legal parent. Still won't talk to him yet. Have to visit St. Patrick's orphanage tomorrow. It's it's a day's drive from here. I know Scott found something there. There's something not quite right with all of this. Hmm. Vivian married. Oh, probably Vivian is the mother together with the priest. Maybe Vivian married Charles in 1971. After marriage, she became vice president of Roberts Mining Company. Went into a slump after the mining accident in 1973, but her resilience to not give up led her rebuilding the company from the ground up. She supported local businesses such as the Painscreek Community Hospital to revitalize the small village. Looks like she was publicly very active. Too active? She was taken to the Painscreek Community Hospital for an emergency operation in 1974. Trisha Roberts was born just before that. Vivian was hospitalized for a few months. She was reliant on Dr. Henry Johnson's during that period. Security room. Aha. I get something new now. 025241. Mansion? Okay, there is a security room in the mansion. Okay, this we read already. Okay. It's actually interesting that I've checked this already before, but I did not see the rest. So we can now go to the mansion in theory. So this is the very first code I found so far. Actually. Okay. 025241. Interesting security room. Okay. Okay. March 18, 1994. Someone ran through the garden last night. A man about 5'5", wearing a hooded sweater, climbed the fence wall into the garden. He proceeded to run in the backyard and jumped over the black wall. March 25, 1994. A new stack of VHS tapes have arrived. Please use the new tapes instead of recording over existing ones. April 6, 1994. I came across a note by Magdalene Roberts, stuck between one of those odd logbooks. It was requesting the search of a missing security tape dated June 28, 1974. Seems the tape was never found. March 28, 1994. We have a new security guard coming in today. His name is Samuel Green. Tom Parker will be his mentor to get him up to speed. Welcome in, Shotgun. How are you doing? July 4, 1994. Andrew came to the mansion at around 11 p.m. He was very drunk. Scott was called. He arrived around 11:15 p.m. and brought Andrew home. August 12, 1994. Today marks Tom Parker's 20th year since he started to work at the mansion. He will be retiring from his position next month to take care of his ailing wife. Wait a moment. I just remember. I found like in the hospital the one Ex nihilo nihil thing. Okay, however. There's a strange tale going around Painscreek recently. Stephanie, a 6-year-old girl, got lost during Halloween. Apparently, she followed some fireflies in the woods and could not get back home. Her parents called the sheriff. They conducted a search out but could not find her. How do they know that she followed some fireflies then? Okay. 2 hours later, Stephanie got home safe and sound. When asked how she found her way back, Stephanie said a young lady found her crying and brought her back. She didn't know the lady's name, but remembered her being pretty and having long black hair. She was wearing a black dress similar to what the mansion maids wear at work. The strange thing is that when I asked around, all maids said they were working that evening. Hey man, just hanging and killing goblins while watching you. Goblins? In which games are you killing goblins? Oh, Trisha's room. Nanny room. And the tea room. Bernard Hopkins. Employee information. Regular stuff and house management. 5 days per week. 8 hours a day. Playing old school RuneScape. We have another old school RuneScape player here. He's called Nido. But he recently started to play RuneScape. The new survival thing. Just forgot the name. Wildland? Not Wildlands, man. It was different. Something with Badlands? No. The new game looks pretty good. I'm still getting the hang of old school. Yeah, I mean, it's different, right? Old school RuneScape is probably different. I never got connected to it, but nice you enjoy it, man. Oh, Derrick Tyler. Regular employee, chauffeur. Oh, wait, here he's butler. Bernard Hopkins is the Oh, wait a moment. I have a key from him. 31 Silver Lake Boulevard. Because I have a key from him. Here we have Derrick Tyler. So he's the chauffeur. Wanda Tyler. So Wanda Tyler's living here. Okay. The new game. I already read this, but the new game looks good. That's true. Andrew Reed. He looks a little bit sus though, but he's like the... Yeah, we found his area already. Dorothy Patterson. She was actually born during the war. Crazy. Mary Martinez, still waiting for photo. Mary Martinez. Isn't this the black-haired girl? No? However, we found a couple of things. Pretty good. VHS tape, can we test it? No? Check it. So a lot of VHS tapes and we can't check them. So Dorothy's room. Do we have also Dorothy's key? Man, it was written which one is one from who, but I don't remember. Okay, this was Dorothy's room. Good. Okay. There's a newly hired maid named Sophia. Ah, Sophia is the new one. Sophia, I think Mathew recommended her, saying that she's his cousin. She's very pretty and has very good manners. She's a quick learner too and does whatever she's told to. She's very eager, asking a lot on what she could do, how she should act when Charles and Vivian are present, how to be perfect at her job. I like her already. The guys delivering food to the mansion were gawking at Sophia as if they've never seen a pretty girl before. I had to ask Sophia to go back to the house, otherwise someone might have funny ideas. The uniform needs a little more cover. Oh, okay. Mathew sometimes comes over and checks to see if Sophia is doing okay. I tell him he's worrying too much, that Sophia is loved by all. Mathew seems pleased every time I say this. If I didn't know better, I think that Mathew liked her. It rained heavily today. September 24. It rained heavily today. Sophia and I were having our tea break when she asked me, "What does it feel to be loved?" I said, "Well, it's like the feeling you get when you're with your parents." She was quiet for a moment and then replied, "It's hard for me to imagine because I don't have parents." I didn't know what to say to her at the time, but after the break was over, I decided to make effort to care for her more. September 23, 1994. I can't believe that Andrew tried to kill himself again. Wait, did he? Thank God for Scott. I cannot imagine what would have happened if Scott wasn't there to save him. Andrew was never like this when Laura and Danny were here. Even as his wife, I doubt Laura has any idea why Andrew turned out this way. I can't blame her for leaving him and taking their son. I wonder if they've contacted each other since then. October 10, 1994. I visited Andrew at the hospital today. He seemed different. He looked calm, as if he had somehow managed to find peace within himself. The attending nurse said Scott has been there almost every day, taking care of him and being with him. Andrew has been talking a lot with Scott. Andrew told me he's ready to see Laura and Daniel again. I'm glad to hear that. I should call Laura and tell her the good news. February 13th, 1995. Scott came to fix my leaking sink today. He did a wonderful job. I offered him tea and we talked quite a bit, mostly about Charles and Vivian. I showed him my old photo album. To my surprise, Scott became very quiet. He asked me if he could borrow one of the photographs. I don't see why not. He thanked me and left in a hurry. Or I should call Laura and tell her about Andrew's situation. Okay. Okay, what photograph did he borrow is the question. June 19, 1995. It's ironic that Andrew died shortly after being saved. I met Laura and Daniel at Andrew's funeral today. Daniel reminded me of Andrew. I can't believe he's already 15 years old. Last I saw him, he was only 7. Laura said Andrew had been sending them money his last few years. She had been considering to return to Painscreek so they could be together again. If only I had called Laura before the fire accident. I feel so sorry for them. The fire accident. Not sure if this was an accident though. Dorothy and Trisha years ago. Okay, so what's that? Dear Charles, January 31, 1996. Dear Charles, I've worked here for more than 20 years and I'm so glad that I was able to spend time here with everyone. I greatly appreciate the opportunities you gave me and that the time I spent with Trisha. Trisha was everything to me and she loved me. She smiled whenever I called her. I wish I could have given her more. Despite what has happened here in Painscreek, there are moments of pure joy that we've all shared together. I will hold on to these memories and I'm sorry that I'm leaving and I won't be able to serve you anymore. Thank you for everything. Please take care of yourself. Sincerely, Dorothy. Okay. So Dorothy quit. Okay. So this was Dorothy's room. Now we can check either downstairs or here. I think this was Trisha's. Yeah. Okay. Trisha requested that all her books be brought to her room in the hospital. Looks like a cabin key. My diary. That's a strange kid. Very quiet. I don't think it's right for the other boys to bully him and call him names. I wonder why Scott's parents didn't want him. I don't... January 6, 1989. I don't like after school programs, especially ballet. It's difficult and boring, and I hate proper etiquette. What's wrong with being myself? I don't need to be like mom. August 3rd, 1989. I haven't seen Dad for a while. I wonder when he'll be back. Every time I enter the study room, I can smell his tobacco smell. It's the perfect reminder that he's gone for so long. I miss Dad. Mom's always working. She's so busy with other people that she's no time for me. Sometimes I wonder if my mom loves me. Maybe I should call Dorothy mother instead. Study room code 44871. Okay, 44871 it is. The question is... No. Key with unique shaped head, popular in the 70s with hunting lodges. Ah, that's the key for... Okay. That's the key for the wooden house, probably. It's locked? Are you kidding me? Why is everything locked? Okay. Trisha's room. Ah, tea room. I think we have the key for the tea room. That's the third one, I think. Okay. A key with an exquisite design. Vivian Roberts' diary. Charles is running for election. I talked to Wilson and Edwards and they have both agreed to support us. I don't think they are doing this to solely gain business benefits. Rather, they believe in Charles. Their support will help boost morale for our party. Why is everything locked? Because there are sneaky persons sniffing around everywhere. True. But why do they then write codes in the diaries and put the diaries in mid of the room? They did not even try to hide it somewhere. Friday, June 13th, 97. It's our anniversary today. Chance invited me to my favorite restaurant. It was a complete surprise and I was so happy. I thought he might have forgotten. After dinner, we spent the rest of the evening walking along the beach. We talked as if we were teenagers in love. Could not remember the last time I felt this carefree. Wednesday, August 9th, 1972. Magdalene is coming. What should I do? He's always asking when we'll be having kids. I don't think I'm ready yet. Not when I'm still recovering from the miscarriage. Friday, October 13th, Friday the 13th, 1972. Edwards called today and tried to push me in favor of a business agreement that we discussed months ago. I rejected his request since it will breach the trust agreement between our companies. I didn't expect him to threaten me by backing out from supporting Charles. If that will happen, so be it. I would rather lose his support than to make deals with people with no integrity. Took you long enough to find it though, true? True. There's a bunch of mail stored here. Yeah, and why can't I read it? How does it feel to ruin the lives of many? Cause a sharp hard a switch you don't disturb. Ah, that's the ones. Okay, not for this one, as it seems. Dear Miss Vivian Roberts, our latest investigation shows that Dr. Henry Johnson has been embezzling funds from the Robert Relief Foundation. He's sending a portioned amount to an offshore private account under the name of Jefferson Investment LLC every 5th of the month. An exact amount of $9,990 is being transferred, supposedly for the payment of medical supplies and equipment. However, neither the equipment nor the medical supplies could be accounted for. This has been going on for the last 16 months. As of now, the total amount embezzled nears $160,000. Sincerely, Roland Brown. Uh-oh. Why is this in the T office, though? In the T room. Okay, so let me quickly check. I have now the following. I have a key with an exclusive design, usually designed to be used with villas and mansions. So there is one additional room. And I know there's multiple additional rooms, but the one I'm searching for is... Let's quickly go to Trisha again. There was also something. There was also something, right? Okay, I did not think it... I think actually it goes to the... I need to go downstairs here. And I can go into the second part of the... where is it? There's the one thing with the bridge. Yeah, I think it's here. No. Where the fuck am I? Yeah, here. I think I can go here. Not sure though. Okay, it didn't work. Nice. Well. How can I get in there then? Let's quickly go upstairs. Okay. Still don't know this one key here. I have it from a very long time now, and I still haven't found the door to go in. So what I now know is that this key is for... So I need to find Wanda's area, and I need to find... I need to go to the not the treehouse, the next to the playground. Ah, 31 and 43. 31. What in the fucking hell is this? Okay, 41. No, 43. Fuck, here. Okay. Here's Wanda's. We found Wanda. England, I tell ya. Who in the fucking hell invented this shit? Running around like an idiot. Finding a damn room. I mean, in a Brit, possibly. You might be right, yes. But a stupid Brit. Really wondering why sometimes I can open them. I never found anything there yet. I mean, it's okay if you put number 30 and then 31 and then in between something gets free and you want to build there something. But why can't you do then 30A, 30B? It's easily possible, man. But no, you go like, this is 30, then we go with 40. Let's do 29 now. Then we go with 8, and then with 16, and then let's do 45. Like, how in the fucking hell are you counting? May 3, 1974. Derrick turned 4 today. Vivian organized a small party for him. I really appreciate what she has done for us. After blowing out the birthday candles, I asked him what he wished for. He said, I wish to see Papa. I did not know what to say to him. I could not tell him that his father left us. August 22, 1974. Vivian is being hospitalized for mental instability. Dorothy has asked me to care for Vivian while she remains at the hospital. I wonder how Vivian must be feeling right now, knowing that she might not be able to conceive anymore. Magdalene wants a boy to continue for the family line. Not being able to have children anymore will be devastating for Vivian. I pity her. October 9, 1974. I just can't stand Sophia. She's not that pretty. Not? I thought she's very pretty. Just barely a year working here and the others are already serving her hand and food. She's just here to take advantage of the Roberts family. I don't trust her. I wish she just disappeared. Oh! Oh, suspect. Thank you, Wanda, for your hard work, Vivian. Uh-huh. I need a tool to fix this. Are you kidding me? We need another tool, okay. Friday, January 12th, 1990. We went cycling today. Scott said he can ride faster than me. Of course, that isn't true, so we had a competition. And Trisha was our referee. We set the goal line to be the fence in the front of the river. I was winning until we almost reached the finishing line. I braked to prevent myself from crashing into the fence, but Scott didn't brake. He pedaled harder as he approached the goal. I yelled at him to stop, but he did not listen. By the time he crossed the line, it was too late. The brakes did not stop him in time. His bike hit the fence and he was launched into the air, landing on the rocks by the river bank. I ran to him. There was blood coming from his head and scratches all over his arms and legs. Trisha came up to him and tended to his wounds. She seemed to be sobbing. Even though Scott was the one bleeding, I think I'm hurting more than him. Wednesday, March 14, 1990. While cleaning the garage, Charles approached and asked if I would like to be his chauffeur. He said his current driver wants to spend more time with his grandchildren and is planning to retire. I have by the end of this week to decide. It's a good opportunity. I'd get a raise in salary and I'd get to travel around the country. I think I say yes. Saturday, April 1, 1990. Trisha came today and suggested we make our very own time capsule before I start my new job. I thought it was a good idea. We buried the box near the big stone in the cemetery. Aha! Near the big stone in the cemetery. Before leaving, we made a promise to each other that we will open it up in 10 years. Like in 2000s. Okay. Wednesday, May 16, 1990. I had a chance to walk around New York today. As I went into the backstore, I remembered how much Trisha loved notebooks. There was one that was really cute. It was a bit expensive, but I think she will like it. I should surprise her by giving her the notebook in her on her birthday. I didn't expect to be traveling this much as a driver. On one hand, I miss my mom. On the other hand, I get stay in nice hotels. I guess it's not a bad deal. Charles treats me very well. He even gives me extra allowances on these trips. Maybe I get something nice from mom next time. Saturday, September 29, 1990. We went hunting near the river. According to Scott, there is a nest in the drain hole that sometimes has eggs. I told him it might be dangerous, but he assured us that it's fine. So off we went. Sure enough, there were eggs. I didn't know what eggs those are and decided to stay a little further away. Scott started collecting them when I noticed something moving. Trisha was able to shout out that it was a snake. I stood there frozen, not knowing what to do. Scott turned and saw the snake. He then spread his arms out and slowly walked backwards. Trisha was behind him. He expected his right hand with the stick towards the snake and slowly placed the bag of eggs on the floor with left hand. When he reached me, he grabbed my arm and said, "Run." We all ran, screaming our lungs out. I think that was the fastest I've ever run in my life. I can imagine. Monday, November 5th. 5/90/90. I miss the old days when it was Trisha, Scott, and myself hunting in the back of the woods, playing by the lake. It's not that I don't appreciate what Charles has given to us, such as the house we live in, our jobs, just miss the time when we were young and carefree. We would go anywhere, nothing would stop us. I miss Trisha. Aha. Why doesn't she realize that I like her? Okay, I felt this already. So I'm pretty sure Scott likes Trisha, and now also Derrick likes Trisha, I think. Derrick T. Okay. Dude, I found a lot of stuff in the meantime. What is other here been? Ah, mention security logbook. Okay. Oh, I haven't been in the study room, right? Okay, I can go back to the mention. I just saw in my notes I was writing something about a study room. Okay, so we now have been at Wanda. Now we go to 31 Silver Lake. If I ever can find it. Okay. Because if I find 31 Silver Lake, Silver Lane, 31. Then I have also Bernard's. That's 30. 31. Finally, I get rid of all of those keys, man. I have actually a similar life. Hmm. Vivian Roberts, The Untold Story. Vivian Roberts is well known for her success as a businesswoman in the 20th century. What most people did not know was that her seemingly overnight success was a 30 years journey that defied everything that she was told to believe in. Vivian was the first and only person in her family to graduate college. For her mid-20s, she left a highly paid job to start a controversial company. She then met her husband Charles Roberts, with whom she dedicated her life. She helped transform the Roberts family business and supported Charles during his mayoral election in the mid-70s. She also started the Roberts Relief Foundation for the poor and initiated medical research programs for the sick, which resulted in Painscreek Community Hospital becoming one of the best rehab centers of the elderly in the nation. This is the story of a young woman who came from humble beginning and became the most respected and loved person in town of Painscreek. Interesting. A knife is missing from this case. Uh-huh. 3X is also missing, yeah? A blood-stained wood pen. I need a tool to pull it off. Why do I need for everything a tool? 2 weeks ago, Scott came to me and asked about Sophia. I was surprised he knew about someone who used to work here 20 years ago. I told him that she was once a maid that worked here, but after a few years she decided to leave the village. Brian commented about the conversation to Vivian. She asked if Scott had said or asked anything else since then. I could see she felt uneasy. She told me to keep an eye on him. I find all this very unsettling. Derrick does January 19, 1994. Derrick doesn't seem too willing to drive for Vivian. I don't think a 5-day trip is that long. Charles often had trips longer than that, and Derrick never seemed to mind them. Now that I think about it, Derrick is unusually quiet when Vivian is around. He doesn't even look at her. It's like he's avoiding her. I wonder why. I've noticed Vivian has been getting increasingly paranoid whenever she sees Scott, to the point of being upset by his presence. She asked Charles to have someone replace Scott, but Charles kept him. He likes the boy. Maybe those hunting trips really bonded them. March 2nd, 1994. It's Dad's death anniversary today. I can't believe it's already been more than 2 decades. I visited his grave in the morning. His tombstone is full of fallen leaves, like the autumn has started. Mom's tombstone is covered with leaves too. I read today's newspaper and updated him on the things that happened here recently. As I sat there talking, I wondered if he could hear me. I would just spend the rest of my life serving Charles and Vivian until I die. What will people remember me for? April 29, 1994. I saw Scott and Trisha today. They looked happy. I almost envied them. I think my chance at ever having a relationship with someone is over. What would my life be if I had accepted Angela? Don't think we would have been happy. She wasn't my type anyhow. Who's my type then? Vivian? Don't know who. Wait, which diary was this? Derrick? No. Eh? I'm a little bit confused. Which one was this now? Bernard Hopkins. AOL password. Dude, for this time, this is a relatively good password. Just saying. Not sure. Okay. Subtract the yellow darts from the red darts total. There's too many fucking codes. I have no overview anymore what codes are where. So so I go to the study room in the mansion now again. Never needed an AOL password, just used another of all the 3 trial cities. This was crazy. Do you know the the how's it called? The Ahmed joke. So wait, give me a moment. 44871. 44871. Where Ahmed tried to, and it was like a radio joke. So, and he was calling like the AOL support and was saying, yeah, he puts in the CD, and then at the end he said, so the supporter asked like, yeah, what is written on the CD drive or something, and he said there is written like a floppy, like the disk, the floppy disk. And then the supporter was losing his mind. You put the CD in the floppy disk. No, this can't be. Finally, first floor, I found it. Took me only ages. So, study room, that's where we are right now. Sus. Also sus. But dude, this has a hidden meaning, right? Why is there something here? Place item. Okay, we need a certain book for there. Where do we find this now? Ah, chess pieces. Oh, wait. Okay. More hints. Dear Charles Roberts, Vivian's situation is currently stabilizing. She has accepted the fact that she cannot conceive anymore. However, she needs time to fully recover and 6-month rehabilitation is necessary. Your presence at the hospital has been noted to upset her. This only helps prolong her recovery. Suggesting that you try and refrain from visiting your wife until she's in a better state to receive you. Your mother's desire for a boy to be an heir to your family has caused tremendous strain on her. Please consider addressing these issues with your mother. Painscreek Community Hospital regards the patient recovery as the highest priority. Our staff will do their very best to help Vivian. I apologize for any inconvenience this may cause to you. Henry Johnson. Bad woodworking? Could be. Aha. Found the book already? I found the book already. Oh, we need to press a code in here now. But what code? From 1 to 17. So we have 5, 2. Maybe it's the chess parts. Okay, maybe not. Or we need more. Or we need more. I still have the key here. Family room. Laundry room, garage. I still have also the gallery room. Aha! Okay. Your luck that this worked here. Okay. Monday, January 2nd. January 2nd. I'm pretty sure this is wrong written. However, 1994. Andrew came and told me he didn't need an assistant. He says Scott is too inexperienced as a burden to him. What he has realized is that the garden has not been maintained well over the past few months, that his drunk behavior is irritating and Scott is actually doing more work than he is. Scott is a fast learner. He should be up to speed in no time. Charles was the one who insisted on hiring him anyways. Charles likes the boy. They've been hunting together quite a numerous times and Charles seems to be happy with his company. I just don't understand his love for hunting. He sometimes spends more time in his hunting cabin than he does at home. January 3rd, 1994. I was shocked to learn that Scott has been asking around about Sophia. How did he know about Sophia? Who would have told him? It must be Andrew, the drunk. I told him Sophia is gone. Those hallucinations of his getting worse. He needs to see Henry and get more pills. I need to behave. I need to have Bernard keep an eye on Scott from now on. I try and see who he talks to, who he asks. Okay. Friday, April 8th, 1994. I called Oliver and asked if he could be the main photographer of the Eastern fundraising event. Eastern fundraising event? How fitting, man. When he asked what the funds will be used for, I told him I'll be used to raise awareness of Painscreek, to promote our town's tourism. After listening, he agreed to help. When asked how much he would charge, he simply said it'd be free. I was surprised, appreciate his contribution for this town. Tuesday, April 12th, 1994. The deal with Howard Medical came through just as I anticipated. Instead of being happy, I feel empty. I'm getting numb from work. Or is it that I don't care anymore? Saturday, May 14th, 1994. Our dinner tonight was quiet. Charles didn't eat much. He asked me about my day, but I didn't want to talk about it. As a matter of fact, I don't want to talk to him much these days. Trisha was silent as well. She's distancing herself from me. I could feel it. She used to uh, confide in me about everything. Now we hardly talk. Is stopping her from seeing Scott wrong? Wednesday, July 6, 1994. I don't want Trisha to be near Scott anymore. Of all the men in this world, why would Trisha pick him? This is unacceptable. Okay. Diary from who was this now? Ah, Vivian. Okay. 201. Finally, we found the key. Can't believe it. 201 key. Okay. Since we have the 201 key now. I still don't know what we need to do with the red and yellow thing. Wasn't there something in the room here? No, right? Okay, before we continue the riddle there, let's quickly go to the 201 room. Because I have a code in there. The AOL thing. But wait, if it is about the dart, what was it? It was the red sum minus yellow, which is 8 plus 18 means 26 minus 30. Okay, however, first I go here. Just don't understand what I can open there. Yeah, I know how the dart rules of counting is. The single pattern is 1. We go there again. We go there again in a second. The inner circle is double and the outer circle is triple. Uh-huh. The code is Kelvin's date of birth. This is in a church, if I remember right. Is it? I think it's a church. Okay. Kelvin's of birth. I'm pretty sure this I've seen this in the church. Okay. Where can I find the key? Bernard Hopkins. Yeah, have been there. 31 Silver Lake. Father died in mine accident. He was at home the day Vivian was killed. No alibi. Oh. Interview with Dorothy. Interview with Mary. Tomorrow at Moon Cafe. Meeting with Sheriff at the outpost at 10 a.m. on 5/11. He mentioned wanting to show me some files. I found a hidden panel in the inn's reception area. The part of the counter, it's hard to pop open. The hatch is placed at one of the corners. There's some interesting stuff they hide in there. Okay. What kind of key do we use there? Not this one. Okay. So we need a different key for this one. Okay. So for this one, we need a special key. Don't know where to get the key for now, but okay. So here, about the rules. This is always single scores. This is double. And this is triple. And this is like 25 and this 50. So. And here we have an 8, an 18, and a double 15. Double 15 means 30. 8. Yeah, this means if you have red minus yellow, then you have 4. The number is 4. But 4 for what? I am confused. Where is this shit? Okay, let's read again. It's hard to pop open. The latch is placed at one of the corners. A hidden panel in the inn's reception area. It's part of the counter. It's hard to pop open. No fucking clue, man. I could imagine here. Something in here or here. Okay, let's just place it one of the corners. There's some interesting stuff. No clue. I honestly have no clue. I'm still wondering about what he's saying there. And I still have a butterfly-shaped key used mostly for locking music boxes and what? Oh. Okay. Never mind. Okay. I will quickly get out of here. So who's Calvin? Is, for example, also my question. No Calvin here. Okay, I will now go first to the area with the where the playground was, because I also have this key. Oh, and wait a moment. Okay. No, this one I don't know. So let's first go to this cabin here. Okay, at least we found. So someone was taking some pills. Master Carpentry Illustrated, Daniel G. Jackson. Well, that's all already. More we cannot find here. That's weird. Hmm. Okay. No clue about the cabin for the moment. I still have the one I've noted down. Let me quickly check. Something like 9064. I could try if I don't know where it belongs. On area of the... Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the code for one of the lockers. Don't know for which ones. But that's what I try out now. Because that's the only thing I... and we can check at the cemetery afterwards. Because at the cemetery somewhere... I wrote down... Dr. Calvin's date of birth is one of the passwords for one of the things I need to find. I'm pretty sure I've seen it in a church though. Wait, where was it again? Was it upstairs? Okay, here are cabins. So I will try now 1964. Okay, it's not Maureen. Not Lisa. Aha, Kathrine. Okay, so we find another diary. Okay, May 19, 1993. Norma Jefferson was admitted to PCH at 12:24 a.m. Her son found her at the side of the bed. It immediately called us. We tried to reach Dr. Johnson, but were not able to. After a third try, we gave up and called Dr. Schneider, who was not supposed to be on duty. It's the third time that we failed to reach Dr. Johnson. He never's been unreachable this many times before. June 4, 1993. Susan has been sick 3 days in a row. With Kathrine calling in sick at the last moment, tonight's staff will be extremely short-handed. I've agreed to do double shifts this weekend. June 20, 1993. This is unfortunate that the 8-year-old Timothy Scott drowned. Oh, Timothy Scott drowned. Rumor was that he was trying to retrieve his toy and lost his grip. He was alone while everyone else were playing in the playground. His body was found 3 hours later in the river near the hunting cabin. Timothy Scott. Okay. June 26, 1993. I was at the end of the hallway when I saw a young lady standing outside Dr. Johnson's office. It was 11:15 p.m. and the visiting hours were over. I called out to her. She turned to me and promptly walked away. I couldn't be exactly sure, but I thought she looked drenched. I looked out of the window. It wasn't raining. Okay. Okay, so at least I found out where this is used. What I'm doing with this now. I somehow need to get. So how the fuck do I find Mrs. Patterson? Let's check if she was maybe in here somehow. Raymond Brown, Wanda Tyler. No. Marlon Fox, Rebecca Hunter, James Conley, Bonnie Ramsey, Andrew Reed, Jason Gomez. So I have no clue where Miss Patterson would live. Ah, can somebody let Kathrine know that I found a missing pin and placed one of the drawers of the lobby? If she's wondering, I found it in the basement storage. She needs to take better care of things. Ah, okay. I mean, we found out in the meantime. Okay. Here. Ruth C. Peters. But there is no fucking address. Oh man. I'm getting crazy. Okay, that's really... I just look for a clue for the dust puzzle. And I tell is don't bother and wait for the clue. Okay. Good. Thanks. So I thought already might be something else. Okay, we have now... Next thing I can do is Calvin's birth. Calvin Bennett. Somewhere, something to find where I can use Calvin's date of birth. October 24th, 1902. For a code. And actually, I don't remember where it was. Beside of this, I have a toolbox in a church. And I probably need a tool for opening it first. Then I have a butterfly-shaped key. But I would not know... I don't remember if I've seen any of this so far. Then there's the chest at the river, which uses a 4-digit code. A small box. I need a mansion garden key. There's also... I need a key for Trisha's drawer. Then there's the briefcase in room 201. Also, there is some riddle about the darts, but there's obviously something missing so far. And I have the wooden plank, which I can remove with a tool in the 31 drive lane, or however it's called. So that's minimum the things I know. Then I have the AOL password. And I don't know where to use it. And another password, which is 6 digits, and the 7th digit was not known, or there was like the hashtag. Then I know something about the big statue cemetery. But actually it's not clear where it is. Yeah, I'm a little bit lost. I have a lot of things, but I don't know. I mean, you can see already there's some kind of basement. But I don't know where to go, how to go there, for example. There must be a way to the basement also. So I thought maybe it's here. But I did not really find a way to go there. And I also don't have... I mean, but it could be... Oh. It could be also here. But I don't have the key. So I would think I need a key to go here. The question is only where to find the key. Never mind. Store the item in the inventory. I did not check this. Sunday, February 14th, 1993. Today is Valentine's Day. I wanted to spend a day with Trisha, but Charles invited me to go hunting. I was nervous, not because it's my first time hunting, but because it's with Trisha's dad. It turned out that I actually enjoyed being with him. I feel comfortable talking to him. Friday, June 18th, 1993. I don't get it. Why would Father Mathew forbid me to be with Trisha. It is it because I'm not rich or because I'm an orphan? Didn't explain anything to me. Maybe he doesn't love me anymore. I feel so confused. Why not asking? Tuesday, June 22, 1993. Required again today. I couldn't stand Father Mathews' preaching attitude, so I yelled back at him. I know I shouldn't have done that, but I'm so frustrated. Father Mathews said that I'm not an orphan. What does that mean? Does he know who my parents are? I pressed him to keep talking, but he wouldn't tell me anything after that. I need to know more. Saturday, July 31, 1993. In these past weeks, it has become more difficult for me to talk to Father Mathew. Whenever we speak, he addresses only church stuff. I've realized that I'm starting to avoid Father Mathew. Whenever he asks me how my day was, I don't feel like answering him. When I ask him about my past, he always trying to change subject. I feel so frustrated. Sister and brother, yeah, could be. Could be actually. Thursday, September 2, 1993. I've moved out of the church. Father Mathew did not object, although he looked a bit sad. Mr. Roberts was kind enough to let me stay at his cabin if I'm willing to work for him as an assistant gardener. That way the mansion garden can still be well maintained even when Andrew cannot make it. Wednesday, November 3, 1993. It's been a month since Charles gave me the cabin to stay. I still don't know where to start my investigation. Andrew has been drinking. Bernard asked me to bring him home today. Whenever he is drunk, he accuses himself, saying that he's a sinner. Sometimes he wouldn't mutter names he would mutter names that I've never heard of. All those names I think only recognize Magdalene. I just can't remember where I heard that name before. Sunday, November 7, 1993. I just returned from the orphanage and found out that it was Father Calvin who brought me there. The record sheet stated that I was from Painscreek. How? If I was born in Painscreek, there must be records of me in the hospital, but I've checked, there's none. Thursday, November 16, 1993. I broke into Father Mathew's bedroom today. I shouldn't have done that, but he might have had something that I could have told me about my birth parents. He didn't have anything relevant. Saturday, November 20th, 1993. Andrew's drunk again. This is the fifth time I had to bring him home and then cover his shift. It's getting quite annoying. As I said, as I laid him down on his bed, he muttered repeatedly, I'm so sorry, Sophia. Who's Sophia? Okay, this is a church. Something in the church. Probably. Okay, first we're trying now. Okay. None of them worked here. Small key with the unicorn shaped teeth. Chest box. Wait a moment. So there was one room, I remember. Ah, here's the box. Now I found it. Okay. 24th. The question is now, how do I need to write it? Okay, it's October 24th, 1902. 10th. 24th. Let's go. And why is there nothing in there, you fuckers? Are you kidding me? I opened now this door and there was nothing in there. Oh wait, is they both the same? Okay. Okay. Dear Father Kevin, this is a letter about the things that I have witnessed during my stay in Painscreek while I served to Mr. Magdalene Roberts. I have no one to confide in and I dare not speak to you in public, hence this letter. I accompanied Miss Robert to Painscreek on July 4th of 1975 to visit her son Charles. It was rumored that Vivian had a nervous breakdown following her own delivery of Trisha, that she had to stay in PCH for rehabilitation for several months during that time period. Charles was all alone. He found comfort in a house made by the name of Sophia. They had an affair. A boy was born. Uh-oh. 2 days after arriving, we were informed that Sophia, along with her child, has left Painscreek. Where she could have gone off to was a mystery for all of us. I assume most of us believed in the story, including myself. However, Miss Roberts refused to believe that Sophia would leave when she would have been accepted into Roberts' family. The boy that she bore for Charles would have guaranteed that Mrs. Roberts initiated a search for Sophia with our driver, Patrick, and myself. It lasted less than 2 months before she passed. Before she passed away from a heart attack. What I want to confess in this letter is not about Sophia, although I was initiated by her disappearance. It's about Mrs. Roberts' untimely death. You see, Mrs. Roberts had a heart condition and it had been affecting her for a while. However, her medication had always kept her stable. Her prescription was still the same during her visit to Painscreek, yet her condition deteriorated. What? The family doctor, Henry Johnson, confirmed that her search for Sophia had taken a toll on her health. All she needed was to rest as much as she could, and she would be fine. I know that despite the doctor's advice, Mrs. Roberts did not stop the search. Did that create stress on her? Yes, but should it have killed her? According to the physician attending to Mr. Roberts back home, no. Definitely not within such a short time span. If she had taken her medicine, her body was never autopsied. Her son Charles wanted her body untouched and buried properly. As Patrick and I were packing to leave for home, I couldn't help but wonder who would have wanted Mrs. Roberts dead. Is there a connection between the affair of Charles and the housemaid, the disappearance of Sophia and her child, and the death of Mrs. Roberts? I would like to say whom I might suspect, yet I'm no such position and I'm afraid that I might name the wrong person. As I write this letter, I hope you can understand what I'm trying to convey. I pray that the truth will be revealed as God permits it. Sincerely, Sylvia Eden. Aha, okay. So, now we have found this. Okay, church key. Dear Mr. Brooks, we have evaluated your case and we accept a request to represent your son, Scott Brooks, in court. We're in the process of drafting an appeal for his release. Considering the sensitivity of the situation, we are urged not to make any public statements until consulted with us. Additionally, we would like copies of any government documents related anyway to your son. Medical records, transactions, receipts, travel documents, previous criminal charges, if any, etc. The more we have, the better we can help in your son's case. We will be in contact within the next few days. Okay. This was costing quite some money, I guess. So, donation from Robert's family, 1K. Payment for church maintenance, 363. Check from car dealership, oh, 4.8K. Sunday teething. Hosting community. First payment fee for Scott's lawyers. Second payment for Scott's lawyers. 5,000 for the lawyers already. Holy shit. People age traveling fee. Okay. So, what did the church dude know? February 25, 1971. I had always wanted to be adopted, but I guess heaven had something else in store for me. Instead of being taken by a family, I came to Painscreek Trinity Church. To be honest, I would prefer to have a real family with people who I can call mom and dad, but Father Calvin said God has other plans for my future, and in time I will come to realize it. May 2nd, 1971. The Roberts family is looking for a new maid. I told Miss Roberts that a relative of mine would fit the position really well. I know I should lie, but I want Sophia to be here in Painscreek. Oh. Father Kevin always said we have to help those who are in need. Sophia is in need, and I'm sure she will be glad to have this job. August 10, 1971. Since starting the job at the mansion, Sophia has settled in nicely. Whenever she has time off from work, we've been exploring Painscreek together. I have so much to show her. This is just like the orphanage days, and I'm extremely comfortable being with her. October 27, 1971. Today was Sophia's day off. We ate at the Moon Cafe again. I can't seem to get enough of this place. The food is delicious, the atmosphere relaxing, and the coffee tastes great. Maybe it's all because Sophia's company. Still, I love to hang out there. Hang out here. This is definitely one of my favorite places in Painscreek, followed closely by the church and the Little Big Books. Okay, so we found also this. Now the question is, I have still used mostly on chest boxes. Oh, another diary. January 16th, 1975. A few months have passed since I've arrived here. The missionary trip is harder than I expected. There's no clean water, the food lacks nutrition, and there isn't enough medicine. We have requested help from WHO, but haven't retrieved any reply yet. I feel so frustrated. What can I do? March 3rd, 1975. When Father Calvin first sent me here, he asked if I would be willing to stay 6 months. It would be good training for me, he said. I agreed. It was before I came. 6 months have now passed. I think I will extend this for another 6 months. The people here need much help and as they can get. And I'm not a doctor, but I can help them through my support and prayers. I will let Father Calvin know about my decision. September 16, 1975. Time flies. Can't believe I'm still going home tomorrow. I will miss the people here. At the same time, I can't wait to get back home and meet everyone again. September 19th, 1975. Father Karen summoned me this morning and told me that Sophia had left Painscreek. How can that be? The last time we wrote, she told me she had so many things to share with me when I got back. Was she forced? Is she hiding something? I just cannot believe that Sophia left without telling me anything. Something must have happened to her that she could not tell me. December 29, 1975. It's been almost 6 months since Sophia left Painscreek. I've asked everyone around. No one seemed to know where she went. Father Carving told me to let it go. He's right. I should not dwell on matters of the heart. There are more important things in life that I need to focus on. Sophia and I are meant to meet again. God will let me know. It's time to move on with my life. Okay. Okay. Aha. And we got this key. Let's go. Key to basement. Aha! Basement key. Nice. Okay. St. Patrick's Orphanage. Dear Scott, I'm Sister Rachel. Although I wasn't here when you last came, I hope you remember me. I was your nursing mother after you arrived here those years ago. Understand that you came here earlier to find out how you came to be at St. Patrick's Orphanage. On July 4th, 1975, Father Carving came to us holding a basket with you in it. He said you lost your parents and there's no one to take care of you. He told us that your name was Scott. After he left, Sister Emma asked if I would be willing to take care of a baby. At first, I hesitated because it was a huge responsibility. But when I saw your face so full of innocence and curiosity, I felt as if God himself had delivered you to me. I accepted the task. When you were 10, Father Mathew came to see you. He had just become the head priest of Painscreek Trinity Church. He visited often, usually at the beginning of the month. Whenever he left, he would leave an envelope containing a small sum of money. He said it was for everything you need, and that whatever was left was then given to the orphanage. I would be lying to say that I wasn't sad when you left the orphanage, but when Father Mathew adopted you, I believed that your life would be better in Painscreek than here, and I dearly hope it is so. Everything enclosed within the package used to be yours. I think you should have these. May God bless you, Sister Rachel Davis. Oh, that's this one. Blanket with moon stars. My baby boy. Okay, diary. Tuesday, November 13th, 1993. I asked Andrew about Sophia. First, he freaked out, saying that I should go around speaking that name. Then he said he had never heard that name in his life. Is he hiding something? Why would he lie about Sophia? This makes me want to know who Sophia is even more. Thursday, December 2, 1993. I asked Wanda if she knew anything about Sophia. She said Sophia used to work as a maid in the mansion for a few years until she was let go. When asked why, Wanda said she didn't know. However, she thought that Sophia was a manipulative woman that would do everything to get what she wanted. Wanda resented that. Wednesday, December 8, 1993. I met Derrick today and I asked if he knew anyone by the name of Sophia. Apparently he's not on speaking terms with me. I wonder if it has anything to do with Trisha. Monday, December 13, 1993. During today's lunch break, I asked Bernard if he knows about Sophia. He was surprised that I knew the name, but proceeded to say he didn't know her that well. Somehow I feel uncomfortable whenever I talk with Bernard. His cold gaze gives me the shivers. Saturday, December 18th, 1993. I met Dorothy while tending to the garden. I asked her about Sophia. She looked confused. She was curious as to where I heard that name. I told her I come from Andrew. She kindly explained that Sophia was a close friend of hers when Sophia first came to work for the Roberts family. Unfortunately, she had an affair with Charles when Vivian was hospitalized. Shortly after, she left Painscreek. No one has heard of her ever since. Dorothy thinks that Sophia has probably started a new life in another place. I wonder if the affair was the reason everyone's quiet about it. Hey, Everbloom, Ellie, how you doing? One of your favorite games. I actually really like it. My I have a lot of writings here. Um, but we're making progress. We're making progress. Wait, what is this? Ah, we were reading this already. Okay, now we can get back to the cabin again.